Welcome back, everyone. This week's episode is all about a classic American muscle car that was left abandoned in a barn for over 18 years. So stick around and let's see how this rusted Mustang was brought back to life. Alright, so we found this abandoned 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback hidden away in an old barn where it had been sitting for over 18 years. It's safe to say that this Mustang was in pretty rough shape. It was covered in rust and dust and the engine had seized up. The interior had also been completely destroyed with the seats ripped out and the tires were flat. However, there was one thing that stood out to us about this Mustang, which was its rare body lines and aggressive styling. You see, the 1967 Fastback is a true icon of American muscle, and it holds a special place in automotive history. And this particular Mustang was no exception. Despite the years of neglect, we could still see the potential of this car, and we knew that with a little bit of work we could bring it back to its former glory. And let me tell you, the restoration process was not easy. This was a full-body, off-frame restoration, which means that we had to take the car apart piece by piece and rebuild it from the ground up. We rebuilt the original V8 engine, put in a new clutch, transmission, and a differential. We also had to replace the floor pans and the trunk pan as they had rusted through in several places, and we didn't want to leave the interior as it was found. So we put in new seats, a new dash pad, a new headliner, and a new steering wheel. But we did add a few modern upgrades such as power steering and a 5-speed manual transmission to make the car more enjoyable to drive on a daily basis. Now I know you're probably wondering why we chose to restore this particular Mustang. Well, it was actually our customer's dream to drive his father's old car again. He had fond memories of riding in his dad's Mustang when he was just a kid, and he wanted to keep that legacy alive by restoring the car and passing it down to his son. It was truly an emotional journey for him, and we were honored to be a part of it. And now, let's take a moment to appreciate the transformation of this Mustang. The before and after shots are truly amazing. Just look at the difference. In the before pictures, you can see the car covered in rust and dents, looking like it had been abandoned for decades. The paint was peeling off the body and the windows were shattered. The interior was just as bad with the seats torn and the dashboard cracked. But after months of hard work and dedication, we were able to turn this Mustang around. The end result was a car that looked just as good as it ran, a true testament to the power of restoration. You can see the shining chrome and polished metal of the restored Mustang, the sleek lines and aggressive stance. And let's not forget about that engine. We took the old V8 engine and rebuilt it from the ground up, and the first time we started it up, it was truly a moment that we'll never forget. The owner was overjoyed with the final product. It had brought back so many good memories for him, and he couldn't wait to take it for a spin. He told us that it was exactly what he had dreamed of for so many years, and that was the best reward we could ask for. So if you have a classic car that needs a restoration, don't hesitate to reach out. We love bringing old cars back to life and making people happy. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe for more exciting car stories each week. And if you have a story of your own that you'd like to share, contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy motorin'.